Hello. Hi, everybody. Kathy Fray here. Hope everybody's having a lovely day out there in cyber world. What I want to talk to you today about is anatomy scans. Actually, a couple of topics. Let's imagine that you're around about that 16 weeks gestation. What are the things that you need to know? And I would say there's two big things that would be really good to make a priority. And that is one, getting booked for and understanding the anatomy scan, which I'll come back to. And then the second thing is getting booked and understanding what you're getting booked in for your antenatal classes, your childbirth education, prenatal, postnatal education classes that are all done in that prenatal period. Now, firstly, with regards to antenatal education or childbirth education, people will call it sometimes antenatal classes. They go by lots of different names. Lamar's, lots of different things. But basically what you want to do is make sure that you do get booked in, because they can book out, and then you're going to feel a little bit stuffed that you don't have access to that information. I want you to also remember that these are very general classes and they're covering a very wide demographic. So please don't ever imagine in your wildest dreams that that's all you need. You know, a few evenings of a group class and you're good to go and that's all you need. No, I don't really believe it is at all, not even close to it. Think of it as like a little tiny weeny introduction. So this is how much you need to know by the time, a big wide circle of information you need to know by the time this baby arrives with your first contraction. And a little tiny weeny circle in the middle is what those first classes will give you. So it's up to you. This is the most important job that you're ever going to be taking on. The role of a woman giving birth, the role of parents looking after a newborn. Man, you need to go and study for this. You do commonly 3 years at college, at university, to get just an entry-level position in many careers. So, of course, you need to go and get information to learn what the heck you're going to be doing, and the more, the better. Without getting anal and without getting so anal with it that it's sort of driving you nuts and you're not really enjoying the process. So you need to get wise. Get yourself some great books, book yourself on multiple different classes, get online with webinar stuff just like this, just like me. In fact, I'm probably preaching to the converted if you're listening to this. So that's wonderful. Now, the other thing I wanted to quickly explain today is the anatomy scan. Now, that is done at usually around 18 to 20 weeks, and its purpose is to check the baby's anatomy. So we're thinking, you know, we're wanting to make sure, are there 2 kidneys? Are there 4 chambers to the heart? That's the sort of thing that's being checked, okay? This is not telling you your baby has a chromosomal abnormality. It's a visual anatomy check of the structure of the baby. So generally the earliest it's done is around 18 weeks because, you know, even then you are looking at a very tiny human being. And how they manage to see what they manage, these sonographers and talented radiographers. Goodness, even I don't understand it. It's like amazing what they manage to notice with what they're looking through, these layers and layers of adipose tissue, yet they manage to work it out. But look, if you can hold off your excitement and wait till you're closer to 20 weeks, it's better. You've got a bigger baby. There's more to be able to see. It's helpful, particularly if you're a larger woman, okay? But of course, anatomy scans as such can be done at any gestation. It's just that around that 18, 19, 20 weeks is the earliest that we can logically start to see a lot of things. Now, that could also be when the sonographer may tell you what the sex of the baby is, but it's not the purpose of the scan. Okay, so other things that we're going to go live on with the extended version of this webinar today, I'm going to be talking also about baby safety, that's infant CPR, baby clothes and equipment. I'm looking at my list. Use of complementary alternative medicines, breastfeeding art, the WHO BFHI skin-to-skin criteria, and GTTs at 16 weeks, the MSSR, extra tests that we can do as well. So a lot of other things I'm going to cover off in the longer extended version, which is part of the Motherwise Masterclass group. So we'll make sure that we put up the link on there if you want to subscribe to that. And otherwise, I wish you all the most wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. See you. Bye.